I'm a fourth generation Marylander. My family arrived here in 1899 as immigrants through the Port of Baltimore, and Maryland has been home ever since. My mother is a district court judge in Baltimore City, and my dad is the supervising attorney for the appellate division in the public defender's office. My life changed on 9/11. I probably couldn't have articulated at 17, 18, 20, but I knew that there was a generational challenge laying ahead of us, and it lay in the Middle East. So I went to Egypt, and then I went to Syria, and I studied Arabic, and I taught English to Iraqi refugees. I came home and I signed up, and I was lucky enough to become an intelligence officer. I'm a Democrat. I'm a very proud Democrat. My wife is a Republican. And she ended up going to law school because she thought she would need a law degree, and she ended up on Capitol Hill. And then she had this great promotion or a job opportunity. It was a new member. He was from Florida, where she was born. He was Navy. He was new. Tea Party, like Andy Harris. But that was my introduction to politics. Congress has a lot of issues, but the House Freedom Caucus, the Tea Party, is, I heard it firsthand at dinner. You know, the reason we can't get things done is because they don't budge. Andy Harris, House Freedom Caucus, I know these guys' playbook. I listened to it over all those dinner table conversations. And you look at a guy, you know, medical doctor trying to strip away health care, and I say, wait a second, Army Ranger, Republican wife, we can do this. So the first thing I want to say is any bill that will cross if I'm lucky enough to serve, any bill that crosses my desk, I ask myself two questions. So, does it reflect the values of the people in the district, and is it in the interest of the country? So that's in general. So to get specific to the issues you raised there's a balance inherent in that question or implied in that question. Every time we're in Kent County, this comes up frequently. It's a question of how do we create jobs and push forward on the sources of energy that we know are the future, but also not lose the heritage and what makes Chestertown and Kent County great currently. Everybody's still trying to figure that out. The projects the values I come to on this question are, you've got to be able to strike the right balance. And I spent the last year of my life for a consulting company looking at the future of education, the future of farming, the future of cybersecurity, you name it. And the trends in energy, especially in this state, are clear. It's renewable, and it's solar, and it's wind. You can't have the Eastern Shore be the Eastern Shore. You can't have Kent County be Kent County without agriculture. So what we're doing about it, a couple things. We are forming an ag committee. We're going to have an ag committee, and I'm going to have big ag represented, I'm going to have small ag represented, I'm going to have upper shore, middle shore, lower shore. We're going to have some folks who represent traditional agricultural backgrounds and perspectives. We're going to have folks who represent the avant-garde of what's happening at the forefront of technology in agriculture. It's easy to say organic farming, but I think it's really pushing that technology. One project we were looking to sink our teeth into, and I don't know if it's going to be a huge part of the campaign, is broadband and high-speed internet access in rural areas. If you care about education, you want your kids to be able to go home and work on school projects. If you care about helping entrepreneurs create new jobs, you care about helping entrepreneurs have access to high-speed internet. That also impacts farming. The technological advances in farming are extraordinary. You now have GPS on tractors. You now have overhead imagery available to your farms every day. Broadband and high-speed internet plays into that. So I'm coming to this from the value of you have to strike the right balance, and I'm coming from this as you need to get the right people on the table. And I think the project that might be the way to best get at that is access to broadband and high-speed internet. I'll let you know.